And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another weekend edition here of the KFC, the KungFu Cup, week number 14, your weekly dose of KFC action. I'm, of course, host VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players and by the people in the chat as well. Welcome, one and all, to our Thursday broadcast. So our Thursday broadcast here of the KFC, bearing in mind, of course, we were live yesterday with the podcast, which is why we could not cover KFC at the time live. Instead, here it's going to be a replay cast from KungFu Cup. We're here to catch up on some SC2 action. Let's go. Let us go. We're going to be jumping in. Bearing in mind, this is a weekly tournament that is, of course, organized by SC Boy. SC Boy, they are the Chinese team, Chinese organizers. They do a lot of casting. They do a lot of event organizing as well. They're working behind the scenes on Doyo Cup, on Stars War 11, and on WTL and KFC. They do a lot. They do a lot for the scene, a lot for the community. So big shout out to SC Boy as we are jumping into our first series. We're going to be jumping into the quarterfinals of the KFC. Let's go. We have a PvT ready for you. It's going to be a best of 3 between herO and Ryung. Let's go. Let us go. So we're jumping into our Pros vs Terran matchup. We're going to be loading into Blackrock for game 1. Loading into Blackrock. I'm a little bit worn out, so bearing in mind that I was just live a couple of minutes ago, laddering on my personal channel. The Smurge, might be the Smurge. Oh, it was an okay ladder session. It was okay. It's okay. Shaking off all the rust, getting back into the swing of things. It'll take us some time. It'll take us like a week or so to kind of get back into form and back into shape. But you know what? We'll do our best. We'll do our best. This morning, in the right-hand corner of Blackrock, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red. We're the red Terran. We have the red Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran representing on side. It is Ryung. Vamonos as we're entering our PvT. Now, when it comes to PvT, when it comes to the current meta of things, again, we have been emphasizing that early game aggression has been very prevalent in Protoss vs Terran from the Protoss side of things. Going for proxy gateways, proxy pylons, early gate aggression as well has been very trendy, and herO has been very prevalent when it comes to that style, so we're assuming that that will come out of herO. On the side of Ryung, I'll be honest, I don't think I've actually casted Ryung this patch. Typically Ryung is casting, and we don't often follow his matches or follow his games, so I'm happy to see Ryung competing here tonight. And Ryung, he's often a very aggressive player in TVP, a lot of 2-base all-ins. 2-base play is kind of what we expect out of Ryung, and we'll see that trend continues here as well in the quarterfinals. We'll see. Ready for the juicy Colonel Ash. Oh, wait, not that KFC. Unfortunately not. No. We need to get that sponsorship. We got to get that branding. True. Aye. One day. As for now, we are going to be settling in. Claiming our own expansions, building on up here on 2 bases, and so far, economic opener out of Ryung, going for a single gas racks expand out of our Terran player. Marine first into the early reactor. Okay, interesting. So again, we are going to be cutting some corners. So basically, Ryung, no SCV Scout, no Reaper Scout either. This is quite common amongst the top Terran players, is to skip any early worker scouts just because you want to be as efficient as possible. You scout early on here for proxies, that is true, but you're focusing on your economy as much as you can early on. This was common pre-patch. It was very common pre-patch to skip your worker scout. I feel like now post-patch, it is even more common to skip your initial worker scouts, as we now have seen the European Terran players kind of adopt this as well. The rationale for that, for post-patch or current iteration of StarCraft, is due to just because you have a low worker count to begin with, sending an SCV across the map to scout and to get an eye on what's going on, it is more costly. It's just not as worth it. It's not as worth it just because every worker early on matters even more because of the low worker count. Now then, I'm settling in. Oh, as Ryung, okay, going for a 3cc 3 racks. Hyper greed here, hyper greed, hyper aggression. We are going to be building up here again 3cc into a second, into a third racks as well. So Ryung is going to double down. He's going to be greedy here. We'll see if herO can determine what's going on and punish what's going on. We'll see. We shall see. As now we do have our Twilight Council back at home, going Twilight Council into Blink. So we do have our tech here, attack of choice from herO. Meanwhile, Ryung, he's going to be scouting here towards left-hand side, looking for any shenanigans here, looking for a proxy pylon, proxy stargate. Very, very vigilant here when it comes to his scouting, at least nearby these proxy locations, as he's building up into his stim timing. Now, I should also emphasize or get into the build itself. When it comes to the build itself, this does have a really big power spike in the mid-game, building up to a 3-base economy very, very quickly. The downside, of course, is you have no early-game tank production, so you're going to be more vulnerable as you're stuck with vanilla Marines early on. Here, if he scouts this, he can try to punish this, or he can try to outgreed Ryung. Otherwise, Ryung will have a very strong mid-game. Hallucination comes in, does confirm everything. Here, he sees the build, he's fully aware what's going on, and we'll see how herO does react. For now, expanding. Going to be expanding back at home, is going for his own 2-gate blink opener, so 2-gate blink out of herO, rushing into the third base, cutting corners, going for the third before the robo, but especially because of what he's seen, he knows he does not need a robo early on. Here we go. Here we go. So again, we are building up. Soldiers, they poke in, they nibble away here at the Marines, and so far so good, catching out one. Oh, the soldier takes a lot of hits though. Yeah, a bit of miscontrol there by herO. Does take a lot of hits to the face. Will pick off one, will pick off 2 Marines. Nice sub-stepping once again here by Ryung, but he will not catch a stalker. Oh, he gets close though. Yeah, trying to poke in, but alas, the stalkers, so far they have their way with the Marines. Nice control out of herO, pulls back that weakened stalker. Pulls back the weakened stalker, and with that, that is how many Marines? 6 Marines going down. No losses here on the stalkers, so very nice trade out of herO. He does pull away, does pull back home. This was a nice trade, and this will slow down the stim timing, but it wasn't really about the stim timing. Remember, it's about the third CC. It's about faster triple SV and triple mules out of Ryung, so that boosted economy is going to be here. Let's go. Let us go. Oh, herO being a little bit cheeky, does go for the proxy pylon here at the third location. Remember that in the current iteration of StarCraft, you do not need gateways to warp in quickly across the map. We warp in a sentry? Okay. Let's go. A very aggressive move out here by herO, going into mass sentry. He's ready to force field, and remember that there are no medevacs. There are no medevacs whatsoever, so these force fields are going to be brutal if they even come into play at all here. We do see that Ryung is trying to get across the map, so they poke in. Here comes the mass sentry. Let's go. 6 entries, pappy. Ay, ay, ay. And there is going to be a recall. There should be a recall soon available here for herO. Bear that in mind, as things are about to get rowdy. Yeah, the game's about to get rowdy. Here we go. It's time for herO to move in. herO does break forward. He wants to try to bait out the army. And Ryung, he sims in. He sims into the mineral line, takes down the battery, pushing into the natural. At the same time, herO moves in and does force field. Yeah, he locks down that initial bunker. No repairs. A bunker will go down. We have more force fields available. Ooh. And once again does force field, and we see a lot of army here unable to engage. You can see all these Marines bugging out. They just cannot get close enough. They cannot get close. We have more force fields at the same time, though. A full mineral went down. Ryung is going in. He wants more. Wait, he's running out of army. Yeah, Ryung is running out, so we're getting rowdy here, as that's going to be 21 probes going down. Very nice damage here by Ryung. Gets 23 probe kills. Ryung will lose 18 SCVs, but remember, triple SCV. He has triple SCV production. He has a third third CC. He has extra mules. Ryung, he can try to recover. And herO, so far, has this been enough damage? It's been very messy. It's been very messy, very chaotic. And a lot of workers have gone down for both players. Tech-wise, where exactly are we? Do we have any splash damage? The answer is no. We have Blink and we have Charge on the way. Again, it was a very quirky build from herO, but he just had nothing to defend back at home. There was no recall. We got the speed lots though. There, we locked down the army, but this time there are medevacs. Yeah, medevacs, they have arrived. They live, they save the army. herO catching a couple of SCVs, but now he's out of force fields, he's out of energy. Oh. Here he is out of energy. At the same time, third base now going to be landed. More Zealots rallying in, no bunker, true. Yeah, no safety bunker. Diving on top of the army, trading well here against the Marines. Boys being pulled. Ryung getting desperate, and this might be too much. Yeah, this might be too many losses for Ryung, losing too many SCVs. Ryung, he will technically survive, but has another 15 SCV kills. Ay, ay, ay. Earlier, it was okay because he was able to do some counter damage, but not this time. Yeah, not this time. Down to 33 SCVs, again, barely an economy. And herO, due to that proxy pylon, he just keeps warping in. He just keeps warping in. Going for another wave of Zealots. Speaking of... Oh. Here he does pull back. Ready for this round. There it is. Yeah, there's a massive warp in, collapsing of the army. Warp does complete. He wants his Marines. He wants the army. And the medevacs are running out. Yeah, the medevacs are running out of energy. Just so much stimming. Ryung, he's holding on. Okay. He holds the line. Badly. Behind this Bay. Bay is on the way. We're going for Colossus, not Storm. Colossi are going to be in production. Ryung massing up more Widow Mines. Again, shout out to that third CC as he is slowly recovering economically. I mean, I say slowly because he's slowly catching up. Getting there. Yeah, the main army for Ryung is still comparable to that of herO. Comparable. Ryung, he finally shuts down the proxy pylon. Zealot army on the left-hand side. Ryung pushing through the center, and Zealots, they will threaten, but they don't get any damage done. We can see herO sharking around. So far, Ryung is keeping up. He's keeping up from both sides. Likewise, Colossus production has begun. herO dropping into the main. Oh, that was close. That was close. But Ryung, he will barely miss the drop. Just barely. Zealots moving through the center. Ryung did spot this. Prism into the main base. Zealots drop in. But there are reinforcements. Yeah, thankfully, there are reinforcements. Ooh, very nice pickup out of herO. Saves the Zealots, pulls away. Ryung moving in. So again, we're getting a little bit messy here. herO dropping into the mineral line. Guys drop in. Oh, once again, the lifts, Bappy. Oh my god. herO, calm down. He lifts well. Dropping back into the main base. At the same time, Ryung, he commits across the map. He commits. Catching up the pylon. Takes down the pylon, steaming on forward. Ooh, nice mind connection on the Zealots. Trades well, going for the Colossus, and he gets one. He barely does. Massive pickup, takes down the Colossus, but he will get surrounded. Has to pull away, has to pull away, and meanwhile, that's going to be 26 SCV. Oh god, 26 SCVs going down. How many workers have fallen in total this game? Meanwhile, Ryung dropping on top of the high ground. He jumps in, but there's an observer in position. Cheeky moves so far. 59 SCVs have gone down this game. Yeah, too many economic losses at the same time. The Marines go down, the Marauders as well. Yeah, too many losses here for Ryung. Losing far too much. Ryung, he pulls away. He pulls back. You're amassing a more army. Looking to give chase. And now he's got his Colossus. Yeah, the Colossus has arrived, and now we're going for the kill. We still have some mine shots. They do have some good connections. But gee, oh my god. Very nice mine shots. But it still doesn't matter here. At the end of the day, the economy is just far too low. Very nice control of the herO. Avoids the mine shots. Does focus on the Marauders. And with that herO, he is snowballing out of control. He snowballs out of control. Getting another Colossus up. Second Colossus, third Colossus on the way. herO getting a 5th base. Getting up to 5 bases. And with that, we're down to 4 Marauders. 3, 2. 2 Marauders left. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. herO, he'll take a lead in the series. A very intense back and forth here. Ryung going for a hyper greedy build, and we had a really chaotic mid-game, early to mid-game, when Ryung, he walked across the map, as so did herO going into 6 sentries, and we had a quote-unquote base trade where herO lost over 21 probes. I want to say like 25-ish workers went down. It was insane damage. Meanwhile, Ryung lost 18 SCVs. Things got very messy, but in the end, herO, he was able to maintain map control. Shout out to those proxy pylons warping across the map, keeping Ryung at home, and Ryung couldn't do any more counter damage. GG. GG, well played. With that, herO, he'll take a lead in the series as we load into game number 2. Going to be loading into the Old Sun Temple. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the Old Sun Temple, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss representing T1, leading the series 1-0. It is herO. And spawning in the top right hand corner of the Old Sun Temple, as we do have cross spawns actually. We have the South Korean Terran, the Red Terran, representing on side. It is Ryung. Let's go. Let us go. As we are settling into into game number 2. Again, here he does have a lead in the series. It was a very chaotic game when it came to the early to mid game in game number 1. But now welcome to a 4-player spawn map. You can spawn in top left, bottom right, and top right as well. 4 possible spawn locations. Unlike Fear and Faith, there is no connecting monorail system, but we do have speed zones. Speed zones scattered throughout the center of the map. This does help with the worker scouting across the map. So again, this will help when it comes to getting your worker across and looking for your opponents. Otherwise, because of the small locations, this will be favoring longer and later games. The rush distance by ground on this map is very short, specifically bottom right and bottom left, or basically horizontal close spawns. Close spawns is very short rush distance. Aggression is heavily favored, and we've seen many a player struggle to defend against all-ins on Old Sun Temple. But we have diagonal spawn locations. We have long spawns here. Longer rush distance by ground. As a result, this favors longer later games, and I want to say that favors Protoss. That means that herO will have an easier time building up on 3, 4, 5, 6 bases, gaining map control, and containing Ryung. We'll see if that's the case. We'll see how Ryung will adjust its approach. First things first, we have to figure out where each other is. Where we are. To figure out where we are and where we are headed, we have to figure out our spawn locations, as herO is going for the cross scout. He's scouting across the map, and herO, he will find Ryung quite early on. Ryung, likewise, he will, quote-unquote, deny the scouts. Probe is going to be hunted down, but herO does at least confirm the spawn location. Was Marine first? Oh, Marine first into a later Reaper. Okay. This is a bit of a difference here from Ryung. Remember last game, Ryung, he went Marine first into Reactor. Here it's Marine first into Reaper. With this, Ryung, he will have a little bit of extra scouting information, but this does make sense just because Ryung doesn't know where herO is, right? So it makes sense to invest a little bit harder here into some scouting early on. See, chat, standard scouting Colossus, true. So reference to the previous Colossus wandering into the army. Meanwhile, we do have a Robo Opener. That is different. Robo Opener at a herO. Now, typically, Robo Openers lead into a Warp Prism, into early game Gateway Aggression, into Fast Bay, into Fast Colossus. Meanwhile, Ryung will confirm the Fast Robo. Yeah, big scout here by Ryung. Does find herO, nibbling at the economy, and he does get 1 probe. Very nice. Yeah, 1 probe goes down. Can we get 2? No. No, it doesn't get 2, but it does get 1 worker. It does get a no shot. Ryung, calm down. Ryung, he's laughing. He's laughing at herO for letting him out. Ryung, you're an animal, pap. You're an animal. I'll whip out the Google Translate. Ryung. Okay. So here I said you're being cheeky, Pep. You're being cheeky. He technically said you're being sneaky. So Ryung of course was laughing here. herO was being like, "Oh, you're being sneaky," and then Ryung, he's like, "Why is this so funny when they try to surround and they can't?" Oh my god, the banter. herO saying, "I trusted them too much," in reference to the probes. Meanwhile, Sentry does get sniped. Nice big off. Nice big off there by Ryung. I think, yeah, he's also commenting. I mean, herO's slipping up. I mean, true, he is slipping up. Ryung's having a blast. He's like, mate, what's going on? Oh my god. As this was happening here on the right hand side, which is most likely what they're actually laughing about. The mine shot went off, Sentry goes down, Prisms is denied, and Ryung, has a really good start this game. Very strong start. Shuts down the Prism, snipes the Sentry, kills a worker, avoided the surround. Ryung's having fun. Meanwhile, Ryung moving out with his mine drop, moving out towards the main base. herO dropping into the main as well. We're going for our drops. We do see that Ryung, he's somewhat in position. These are vanilla marines, bear that in mind. Vanilla marines. Mines are across the map this time. herO cannot get in. Oh, he's going for it though. He is going for it. Does unload. Yeah, does manage to unload. Mine drop into the main base. Here is he paying attention. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. Oh, does pay attention. Does pull away. Oh my god, 3 probes. 3 probes go down. 1 stalker, 5 probes in total. Very nice mine drop at the same time. Dropping the main base, catching up some marines, but only marines so far. Oh, and maybe a couple of SCVs. Gets the tech lab. Tech lab goes down, which will delay the second tank. So second tank is delayed, but otherwise Ryung, he does hold, he does defend. Back at home, we do have extra gateways. Not going for the bay after the robo, going for instead a double forge. Wow, double forge, double upgrades, rushing into charge, not blink. So there's no blink. Going to mass zealots. Ryung holding his ground. And once again, still bleeding out marines. Just marines, which, I mean, not the most expensive unit to lose here. Some cheap losses here for Ryung. Does maintain himself, building up the upgrades. +1, combat shields, stim. Once all these upgrades kick in, then Ryung can start to move out. Oh. As herO still getting more value, gets an SCV. Gets one. One SCV goes down. At the same time, Mindro comes back in. Jesus. He's going to be cleaned up. And herO defends. Oh, here he does defend. Meanwhile, oh, I spoke too soon. No shot. That was the prism. The prism of the immortal goes down. No shot. Where's the laughing? Where's the... Oh, no. That's brutal. herO, he was distracted. He was focusing here on the defense back at home. He'll lose the immortal and the warp prism. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this, Pappy. Not like this. Very shaky start for herO. Losing quite a lot early on, and you can see the supply disparity because of the lead that Ryung has. Because of all these little incremental losses. Ryung, he's pushing. Observer does spot this. herO, he knows. herO trying to intercept. Remember, there's no blink. Remember, there's no blink stalkers. Just regular stalkers. herO going for the counterattack at the same time. Ryung dropping towards the main base. He's been spotted at the same time. Ravens are harassed on the right. Catching out 1, 2 probes. Nice rise so far. Meanwhile, here's ready in the main. He's ready in the main base. Back at home, there are reinforcements. Zealots, they do rally in. Into the minefield, assuming we do burrow. Yep. Yeah, there's the burrow in the tank. Can we lift? We can. Yeah, nice lift on the tank. Drop is deflected. Ryung he defends. Ryung, he does defend. Ordered her harass into the natural. Drop is unloading. Ryung still has the supply lead. He still has that lead. Ryung catching up the army in the center. At least trying to. Here it does pull away. Bearing in mind there's still no splash damage for herO. Yeah, Zealots are getting caught out. 2-2's almost done. Here he does have some pretty impressive upgrades here for his gateway army. Gonna have 2-2 over the 1-0. And Ryung, he's still building up. And again, he's building up a very hefty army here. At the same time, Proxy Pylon coming into play. We got the Zealot warp in. Zealots warp in. Ryung, he reacts. Sends everything back. He sends back home, and he will clean this up. So nice defense. Ryung, I'm sure he would have noticed something was wrong about that. And we'll see if he does look for a proxy. So far, he's not being active. Observers over the main army. You're moving out. Ryung in position. Oh. Waiting for the warp in. There it is. Not quite much to warp in, actually. Yeah, warping into Zealots. Ryung, he commits. He's moving out. Again, 2 Zealots, they shouldn't get much done. And here comes the armor shred. Ooh, yeah, nice connection. It does go for the Stalkers, mainly Stalkers, a couple of sentries. Nice force fields looking down the army. Quick pickup. Yeah, Ryung, he pulls away. Ryung, he's locked in. He's locked in, baby. 2 more results across the map. Ryung pushing forward. Oh, no energy on the Raven. And no energy. Despite that, still trading well. He does trade well. Stepping on forward. Zelsa going down. And Ryung, does he have enough? It looks like he does. The mines. Ooh. The mine shot's going off. Forcing a bit of friendly fire. Wait, do we have... What's going on? We just keep seeing 2 warp ins at a time. We have money. We're not supply blocked. herO. Yeah, here's being broken. It's being broken here. Now there's the warp in. But it's so late. It's so delayed. And with that, Ryung, he does it. He breaks on through. He overwhelms. Again, it was a messy game from herO. Hence all the laughing that was going on. It was a messy game out of herO. It all fell apart. And Ryung, he does know about control. He takes down the Zealots. He takes down the mineral line. Desperation out of herO. And with that, the third is fallen. The third is fallen. We're stepping on forward, catching out the Colossus. Massive EMP. The EMP back. Ay, ay, ay. And with reinforcements, it should be enough. And it is. It is enough. Takes down a Colossus. Gets one. Gets the other. Catching out. Oh, barely the Colossus gets away. Just barely. Barely rolls away. And the Ryung, he's back. Ah. Oh no. You mess with the tuna, you get the fins, baby. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Ryung is scanning. He's rotating over, checking for an expansion. There is none. He's looking to see. Yeah. Checking for a base. There's no third. herO has built up to 3 Colossus. Massive Colossus counts, but again, it should not be enough. Army stepping in, diving on the first Colossus, gets 1. He gets 1, baby. Behind this, not getting a 4th CC, working towards it. Yeah, working towards a 4th base. Oof. Messy fight here by Ryung. Yeah, a little bit messy. Again, his reinforcements are delayed. And herO barely holds on. He barely does hold on. But again, there's no economy here. There's no 3rd base. He's long distance mining. herO should still be outscaled. If he had like Storm or Disruptors or DTs or something of that nature, then maybe. But right now, he just has a straight up vanilla army. Just gateway heavy, upgrade heavy. And he responds. This time he's got Vikings. He has Vikings back. Does pull some of the boys. Oh my god. Yeah, a little bit of overkill here, but the Prism goes down. Colossus as well. And now just a gateway army. Just Stalkers as else remain. And with that, Ryung, he will clean up. He'll clean up. He'll clean house. We'll lose a bunch of SCVs in the process. Well, cleans up the final army. Might even give chase. We'll see if he finds that proxy pylon. But GG. GG gets called. And Ryung, he ties up the series 1-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Ryung, he does type the series here. Again, Ryung having... he was vibing this game as we did see some small but also critical mistakes there from herO, losing the Prism, losing workers, losing a sentry as well. All did slowly add up. Ryung had a very comfortable early to mid game, and with that he snowballed out of control. And with that, we're going into the ace match. Going to be loading into Fear and Faith. Let's go. Let us go. As we are loading into Game 3. Another 4-player small map. As spawning in the top right hand corner of Fear and Faith, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss. Oh, the Blue Protoss himself representing T1. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Green Terran, the Red Terran. Representing on side, it is Ryung. Here we go. Here we go, as we are going to be opening up. As we are going to be settling in. Yeah, from here, welcome to Fear and Faith. We do come into close spawns. Oh, okay. So vertical spawns here on Fear and Faith are right next to each other. Short rush distance by ground. Now, we've yet to really experience Ryung go for a 2-base all-in, but if you were to go for one, this would be the ideal position for it. First things first, though, scouting. Does have to scout across the map, does have to figure out what's going on and where exactly we are. Of course, we have the tubing system, the monorail system to be able to confirm that, to get eyes on each other. herO, he will scout Ryung eventually. Here he does go top left, into bottom right, into bottom left, into eventually bottom right. So hero's going to be scouting Ryung last. It'll be the last place he looks. Meanwhile, Ryung just going for a double gas opener. Oh, okay. So Ryung, he has been mixing up his openers every game. Game 1, it was Marine first into Reactor into 3 CC 3 racks. Game 2, we saw the earlier Reaper into Widowmine follow-up into more aggression. Meanwhile, this is more tech heavy here. It is going for the faster second gas geyser into a faster factory, more so than last game. Okay. Technically, I don't want to rule out a one-base all-in. If anyone were to one-base all-in, like the on-site boys there want to do it, referring to both Maru and Ryung, they do like to mix it in. They're willing to. They're both like-minded in that way. Here he does eventually find Ryung. Does find him, pokes in. Did poke in after the Reaper had gone. I'm sure Ryung is commenting on the scouts. As Ryung is looking for his opponents, going for the cross scout first. I'll whip out the Google Translate. I'd like to believe he's like, where are you? And here's us. Here's laughing. Let's see. Oh no. Ryung, he said, stop it. And they are. That was in reference to the probe. Reference to the work. But now, Twilight Council opener out of herO. Again, at this point, Ryung, he has confirmed herO's location. He hasn't scouted him, but he's scouted everywhere else, right? He's scouted top left and bottom left. Behind this, going for a... Oh, do you see what I see? This is old school. We're going for a second racks before starport. So this screams 2-base all-in. From here, we can go into even a third racks before starport. That'll be a prioritization of stim and combat shields into a heavy... Yep, there it is. Third racks before starport. 2-base all-in out of Ryung. He's going to double down. I do like the idea of 2-base all-in and considering the spawn locations, for sure. Now, there is one downside. That is that there is a ramp coming into the natural base. But ideally, Ryung would want to try to catch out the army as he was taking a third. Reapers, they bust into the main. Oh, it's going to be a costly trade here, getting one probe, but one probe goes down. Does he even get a full scout off? Hellies are picking towards the natural. Oh, they're lighting up. Oh my god. Whew. Shout to the battery. The battery does come in clutch. It does save the mineral line, and Ryung pulls away. When he pulls away, I do think that Ryung, he did have a little bit of lapse of control there. We could have gone in a little bit sooner, but does pull back, and in the end, herO will hold. He will hold, he will defend. Going for a robo before third base. Thankfully for herO, if herO realizes what's going on, he can start an early immortal. So he can start early immortal production. herO does try to shade in. But there is a full wall. Yeah, there is that full wall. With this, Ryung, he has the option to pull the boys. So 2-base all in regardless, but he can pull the boys as well. Just as a heads up. herO is taking a third. This is what we mentioned. So ideally, when Ryung gets across the map, he wants to ideally have herO out of position at the third location. herO should spot any kind of move out though, and he should be able to follow that move out and race back home to the high ground of the natural. Oh, he wants that tank, he will not get it. Ooh, herO gets punished. Yeah, herO being a little bit too greedy here. herO catching out the Hellion, but will take some permanent hull damage on these stalkers. That matters. Doesn't matter. Meanwhile, hero's going observer first. Again, still trying to piece together what's going on. Alien does skirt around the edge. Ryung in a good mood, clearly. He is. He's in a good mood. He's not smurging, Bab. He's not smurging. And here he comes. Yeah, here he comes. We have 3 tanks. We have a 4th tank that's going to be rallied. We have Stim and Combat Shields, which will finish up in a couple of seconds. Ryung does harass on the left-hand side. And Ryung, ooh, does get 1 volley off. A little bit cheeky there. He was hoping to catch the entire army. Tank shot does graze one of the stalkers. And, oh. There it is, pulls the boys, does pull the boys, so the boys are being pulled, 2 base all in out of Ryung. Back at home, we do have 1 immortal halfway done, so that immortal will come into play. The boys are coming. Ryung does catch a stalker, gets 1, gets 2, ooh, 2 stalkers go down. Here he does react too late. Yeah, late reaction out of herO, does get 1 marine. Pulling back to the immortal, the boys are here, and the tanks, can they siege in time? Yeah, can they siege up? The boys, they turn back the immortal, and we do siege on top of the ramp. Yeah, 3 tanks, they siege up. Here, he's stuck on the low ground. Oh, yeah, he's stuck on the low ground. More boys are being pulled. The immortal gets surrounded. Robot gets depowered, and here come the stalkers. They dive in. They go for the dive, and they're going to get punished. They're going to get punished. Every stalker's going to go down. Massive tank shots going off here on the sentry, on the warp-ins, and does he have enough? Oh, my God, it's close. It's still very close. Yeah, very close, very clutch. In the end, the final tank falls. We do have some reinforcements coming in. If those tanks, they did have some miscontrol, they attacked the sentry. If they had attacked the warping and zealots, I think that would have been enough. But Ryung is still going. Ryung is still going. He's setting up here the wall, throwing down his bunkers. This natural base is going to be forfeit. Remember, the robot's depowered. But Ryung, he was so close here. Zalse trying to commit in. He's going for the tank. Yeah, tank will survive. Would you have a repair? Nice repair. Ooh, Zalse breaks through the bunker, and they get shut down. They get shut down. Ryung, he does it. He breaks on 3. Snowballs out of control. He breaks the main army, pushing to the natural as well. There's nothing at the 3rd base. GG gets called, and Ryung, he will claim the series 2-1, taking down herO and advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Pure vibes out of Ryung, Papi. He was in a very good mood here. Again, had a very strong start when it comes to game number 2, able to catch out herO and gain momentum early on. Here in game number 2, we saw Ryung double down and go for a 2-base all-in, and herO, he did slip up here and there, losing 1 stalker here and there, taking some extra tank shots to the face. And of course, we saw that because of the spawn locations, the 2-base all-in was favored because it took less time to get across the map. So stronger 2-base all-in. When herO pulled back, he also pulled back to the low ground as well. The first immortal got surrounded by the SCVs. It all lined up there for Ryung. GG. GG, well played. Ryung, he does advance on into the semis. The tuna, he's crazy. It was all about the smack talk. True, true. The mental damage. Oh, no. It was too great. It was too much, man. It was too much. But GG. GG well played. With that, Ryung, he will claim the series will advance on. Big win for Ryung, as of course herO, he is the best Protoss in the world. But Ryung does take him out. Ryung, he's known for being a TvT sniper. True, true. I did see a comment related to that in the chat. 100%. Like, Ryung, he has the best TvT in the world. But he has some really strong kind of bursts in TvP. Like, we've seen Ryung take down Max before. We've seen him take down herO before as well. But he doesn't do it on a regular basis. We bring this up all the time. It's kind of like Mana, where Ryung, it takes him like a couple of months, and he will charge up. He'll charge up. He'll get into a good mood. You know, he'll pop off. He'll pop off against a Protoss, and he can look amazing, for sure. He can look on point and can look in form. And we'll see how he looks against his next opponents, because up next it's going to be a team kill, actually. True, true. It is going to be a team kill, as of course we do have a new member for Team Onside, and it is going to be Shin. Oh boy.